Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Should be a wet one, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. Good return here, brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the lefty, 5'11" out of Oregon, Dillon Gabriel.
Now, these are the kind of guys, Mike, that I really love coming out of college. Now, I don't love the fact that he's bounced around playing for 3 different colleges, but he played a ton of ball at big-time colleges, and he was one of the best players in the entire country. So, not the biggest guy, not the big arm the scouts love, but it's the intelligence, decision-making, and that experience. I think he's going to be able to lean on that and help him make this transition quickly to the NFL.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Gabriel. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And the Browns.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cleveland.
At the 45-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. There's a screen set up for Njoku. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Back deep is Isaiah Davis. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
2nd and inches. First carry of the game now. Here's Brees Hall. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Down by Alex Wright. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
7-yard gain. And the Jets, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Hall pulling his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Malachi Corley now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On second down, here's Gabriel. Harrison Phillips in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Throwing is Fields. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Tyson Campbell that time, able to knock it away.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike. He's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Play action now for Fields. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Fields. There he goes again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Fields to throw. And out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Folks' kick is good. And the Jets will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. On the return is Corley. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. To begin the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
At the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They run it once more with Judkins. He'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Again, it's Judkins. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be brought down, but what a run down to the 40. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's a Browns 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after 1, the Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Start of the 2nd, Browns in control of the football. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cleveland.
That's another Browns.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And on 1st down, it's back to Judkins. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Gabriel. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Browns are on the board. It's 10-7.
10. Browns 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, marking at the 31.
Taken down by Grant Delpit. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Fields now. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Finding space at the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
16 yards.
Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a first down.
1st and 10.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and long. To throw is Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Tillman, the man in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Gabriel. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Open man downfield. That's the tight end, Taylor. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Fields going to hang on to this one. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Fields now on second down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That's the four-time All-Pro Myles Garrett. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Fields. A throw on the move is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Here's Fields. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Fields. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. On the return is Corley. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The gun, they'll give it to Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the give, it's Judkins. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshon Judkins out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready to take over possession of the football. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Again, here's Hall, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down at the 41. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Fields. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for
a big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll step up and run. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the 1st down.
Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A 1st down throw for Fields. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by
a bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Second down, it's Fields. He'll swing this one out to Hall. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
3rd and 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
3rd down, they need 5. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
He was covered by
Teams practice
Ward.
these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Corley. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Gabriel. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now the try for an extra point. No problem with the footing. The pick is good. And the Browns will cut it to a 2-point lead.
14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Now, Fields. He'll step up and run this.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Fields to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd down and 3. They'll try to run for it with Hall. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Here to Judkins. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, Judkins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. The shotgun snap to Gabriel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They snap it to Gabriel. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. The Jets offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. He'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Number 5 overall pick, Mason Graham, there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. He'll go again with Hall. He's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Gain of 6.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
27-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He takes off, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Fields now to throw on first down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We give to Hall, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
I got him, on me.
To throw is Fields. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Jets will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. On the return is Corley. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Gabriel. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Browns 1st down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
It's a really nice job there on the right side of the offensive line. They were the ones who got the key blocks. That's exactly where the point of attack of that run play was designed to go, and the back is able to find enough room and easily pick up that 1st down.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Gabriel gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Judkins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
2nd and a yard.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Gabriel. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Another run here with Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. Got to imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Handoff. Here comes Hall. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. To throw is Fields. The throw left side, taken in by Wilson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6 at the Browns' 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Fields. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Jets.
13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Jets first down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. First down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but The biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Quick slash into the hands of Wilson. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. First down and goal to go.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late.
Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Throwing is Fields. Hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Folk now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 14.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Judkins to begin the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now it's Gabriel. Here's a screen set up for Judkins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing is Gabriel. Going up top. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. First down, Fields. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they will finally run him down. Big gain for the Jets there. 37 yards.
This is why speed on the perimeter is just so critical. To be able to get from the right side of the field all the way across to the left downfield, you better get there quickly, because I'll tell you what, those pass rushers up front, they're not getting further away.
Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Fields pass.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And if they're going to mark this out of bounds, they are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. The Browns offense ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. From his own end zone, it's Gabriel. Left side, he's got Njoku. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to have a Browns 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says 1st down.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Forced to his right. Now he'll run it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
It wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
On the give, it's Judkins. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Now Gabriel. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
3rd and 7. Here's Gabriel. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They snap it to Gabriel. Going deep downfield for Judy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. A run here with Hall. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Hall. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. First down picked up as the running game comes through.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Right there, we can do it.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the run, here's Hall. Modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's Hall from the pistol. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Talk things over before 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have a Jets 1st down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st down. 1st and goal at the
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Fields going to hang on to this one, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he's got another one. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets tack on 1 more to their lead.
The score, Jets 33, Browns 14.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. First down, Gabriel. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
From the gun, here's Gabriel. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
3rd and long. And here's Gabriel. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I understand it's third down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on third down, and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So this one in the win column for the Jets. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.